Hi, this is a Yesterday's Boost production, and we're still playing Wonder Boy in Monster World for the Sega Genesis. So before we start this episode off, we're going to play everybody's favorite game. What you talking about, Wonder Boy? Yes, that's the game that we've been playing. What you talking about, Wonder Boy? So now that we've come back to from the Ice Castle and we talked to Queen Prapril, she says, "I heard you went to Ice Castle. Be very, very careful. I worry about you." Isn't that sweet? So with that out of the way, we're going to start off our adventure right where we left off. And we're going back to Begonia. And in Begonia, we should be able to do more stuff, because plot. And I believe at this time this shop is now open. Yes. However, we're not going to buy anything from here right now because, well, we'll see in a moment. And we'll go in here, talk to this guy, find anything you like. Yes, what is this? This is High Potion, and it costs 5,000 gold. We don't want it right now because we still have this. The name of which I can't remember. Whatever potion, it's slightly less powerful. What do you have to say? I saw someone carrying the fire urn and preparing to enter the volcano. And this should be open now. What does he have to say? I would create a sword from the old axe, but a necessary item to do so has been stolen from me. And last but not least, we'll go talk to the big dragon. So, you've managed to get your hands on the old axe. The blacksmith will give you all the details. This boy is my grandson. Take him with you, for I believe he can be of some help. Well, he's not going to be much help right now, and the reason for that is because we have all the pygmy stuff. And we're about to use it. And there's several things that I'm going to do that I did not do when I was a young lad because I didn't know that they were things that I could do. And he says the same thing. To enter the volcano, you must enter the room on the other side of this door, but in order to enter, you must have the following items: the pygmy sword, pygmy armor, pygmy shield, and pygmy boots. You have satisfied the requirements. You may enter. Finally, we can go in this door, and it'll transport us to a room which is very much like the transformation room from Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that, Morty. I'm a pygmy, Morty. I'm a pygmy. I'm Pygmy Wonder Boy, Morty. Pygmy Wonder Boy. Okay, enough of that. That was a terrible Rick impression from Rick and Morty. But hey, I've watched all 4 seasons Rick and Morty, so I kind of got it in my head. Anyways, let's put on some magic here. Quake. And let's say thunder, why not? Now, the dragon's grandson is pretty useful. He uses fire to attack enemies, as you can see. He does a fairly good amount of damage. But he's not going to stay with us for very long because I'm going to go out of his range. So the place that I'm going to now, part of it I was aware of as a young kid, but part of it I didn't find out until very, very recently. And it explains a lot, because I used to get to the end of the game and find that I needed 2 additional heart containers, and thought that the only way to do so was to get charm stones and buy them from that secret shop. You don't need to do that, because you can just find all the heart containers in the game, which makes a lot of sense. And I guess they only put the secret room or secret store there just to give you hearts for charm stones if you happen to miss them. And I missed them, so hey, I'm still learning stuff about Wonder Boy. I thought I knew everything there was to know. But look, now you can go under there. And here we go, through the wall. This is not something you do in any other part of the game. And there's a heart container. And that's why I never found this, because I never thought to walk through a wall. Okay, now that I think of it, there is that part in the big wall by the pyramid where you go through the wall. So I guess, what do I know? I probably should have figured it as a kid, and I didn't. But now I know, and knowing is half the battle and all that fun stuff. Charmstone. So we're just going to collect all of these chests right now, and they all have slightly different things. It really doesn't matter what order you do them in. Get some more money. More money, and money. And that's it. That's all we got to do here now. Let's see. I will use return magic. Save me a slightly bit of time. Warps me back to peripheral. And where am I going? Let me think for half a second here. I know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So where are we going? We're going back to the village of Lilypad. And going to enter the cave. Because if we remember way back when we first visited here, there was this small space with a small door. And what do you know? Another heart container. And that's it. That's all we have to do right now as Pygmy Wonder Boy, at least as far as backtracking is concerned. And at this point, I'll just cut out some stuff. I'll go save at the inn and meet you back in Begonia. And we're back. As you can see, I'm still a pygmy, but the thing is that if you save at the inn, or sleep at the inn, save at the inn, whatever, you turn back to normal Wonder Boy, and you actually have to go through the pygmy transformation door again. So with all that out of the way, we're finally going into this little door and into this cave here. Because we have to get a fire urn. And contained within this cave is yet another... Oh, by the way, there's power magic. There's another hidden area where you can get a heart container. And it is not super obvious. So as a kid, I would not get it because I didn't know that it existed. And I'm glad that I do now. So I'll make sure not to forget it. It's a good idea not to get hurt too much by these enemies, by the way, which should be super obvious, but they can do a lot of damage because pygmy armor does not protect you as well as I would like. And everything's giant, including the money, which is nice because it gives us a good amount of gold. And that will help us when we finally do buy the stuff from the shop, which we're definitely going to do. And see, the grandson of the big dragon does a fair amount of fighting on our behalf. And I really wish he had a name so that I could call him something other than grandson of the dragon. I mean, Priscilla got a name, Shabo got a name, Hata got a name. Why doesn't this dragon grandson get a name? Maybe canonically he does. I'll look it up on Wonder Boy Wiki or something, and if he does have a name, I'll display it now. Oh, so he does or does not have a name. Interesting. Don't run directly into spikes. Spikes are hurty. And it is a lot better to use thunder magic on those fire serpent things, whatever you want to call them, because it defeats them very quickly. And we're already out of quake magic. What else can we use? Firestorm, shockingly, does not do very much damage, but it can at least knock back the enemies and give us a little breathing room. And I forgot to see how much thunder magic we have left, but we should be fine. And if I have to use my potion, that's okay, because the other potion is definitely better. Actually, I'll just go ahead and use it right now, why not? Don't want to be stuck in a situation where I need more health or accidentally use my elixir. I believe elixirs cost 5,000 gold. I'm not sure why I'm so opposed to buying them, because it wouldn't be too much of a problem right now. Now, do we... Yes, there we go. Here's the other heart container. Now, why would anyone think to fall into the fire? I don't know, but there you go. There it is. Now I know where it is. And if I had the ability to tell my younger self where it was, I would do so and say, hey, there it is, kid. Now you know. Isn't that an interesting trick? Slash secret? Get him. Got him. So this mission that we're going on, even with the backtracking, really doesn't take all that long. But I'm still going to make this, in and of itself, an isolated episode. Because, I don't know, it seems appropriate to section it off that way. By the way, this door leads to there. And I just kind of screwed myself over by making me go back here. having to go through everything again. There will be a heart that we can get pretty soon. So stepping on that platform there will turn all those things up above into blocks that we can destroy. Fight fire with fire, that's what I always say. See, that's why thunder magic is so useful. It just gets rid of them all in one go. And then you don't have to fight them. Get him, little guy. There we go, big heart. Finally, thank you. That snake is following me and I don't like it. Alright, so we'll put on power, which is very useful, and shield, which is slightly useful, but not quite as much. And I'm pretty sure the Tyrant Dragon, I'm pretty sure this is the dragon from the title screen. If not, then there's another dragon that we meet later on that could potentially be the title screen dragon. Stop going up there, by the way. Oh man. Believe it or not, this guy is super easy. If I could just time my attacks and jumps. See, the attack range of Pygmy Wonder Boy is not very far. Alright, finally! Money and stuff. Got ourselves a fire urn. And I guess we could stay as Pygmy Wonder Boy, but we'll turn back into normal Wonder Boy. There we go. Okay. Go in the door. Thank you! Okay, so first we'll go to the shop. What does he have to say? Buy something, will you? If you don't, I'll start breathing fire. Flame shield, 8,000 gold. We'll buy that. And flame armor, 10,000 gold. We'll get that. And I'll put on the flame shield and flame armor. There we go. Look at me. Oh, thank you. You're rolling in dough, aren't you? Then if I exit and go back in, what does he say now? Oh, looks like everything's gone. Come around again sometime. And while we're at it, we can go over here. Find anything you like. Yes, high potion. And exit out, go back in. What? I've got nothing to sell. I guess the shop is closed now. And he just says the same thing, which is weird. With the fire urn, I can create a sword from the old axe. It will take some time. The Elder Dragon was calling for you a while ago, so why don't you go see him? Okay, I'll do that. And you can hear banging in the background. That's him working on the sword. The deciding battle is now at hand. After receiving the legendary sword from the blacksmith, go to the bell tower at Parapro Castle and point the sword towards the sky. Emerge victorious and return safely. We're counting on you. And finally, it's finished! Here you go. Yes, now I have the legendary sword, which has a star on it. Now, does he say anything different? Use its legendary powers and save Monster World for us. And we'll just see if Dragon has anything different to say now. Does he? No, he says the same thing. I already went to the blacksmith. Well, maybe he says something after the next major thing, whatever. So that's it. We're just gonna go back to Parapro, save at the inn, and then we'll go to our next destination. But at this point, I'm going to end the video here. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.